How to Have Confidence and Power in Dealing with People by Les Giblin was written in 1956. Everyone hungers for appreciation and acceptance. If you can genuinely provide these, you will have the key to human influence. Human relations is the science of dealing with people in such a way that our egos and their egos remain intact. And this is the only method of getting along with people that ever bring any real success or any real satisfaction. Various scientific studies have proven that if you learn how to deal with other people, you will have gone about 80% of the way down the road to success in any business, occupation or profession, and about 99% of the way down the road to personal happiness. If you stop and think a minute, the chances are that you will say that the people you know who are the most successful and enjoy life the most are those who have a way with other people. He suggests that people with top rated interpersonal skills have a much better understanding of human nature. They don't think of human nature in terms of good or bad or how they would like it to be, but as it is. The more wounded the ego, the greater the extremes a person will go to in order to defend it. Here is the most important thing which I learned from this book. Men and women who have the most influence with other people are men and women who believe other people are important. Just as the body needs food, a person needs this sense of self-worth to be frequently affirmed. A rich person needs a compliment as much as one who is downtrodden. When respect is not given, the ego may enlarge to make up for the attempt to shrink it. This is why loud mouth and dominating people are usually found to have low levels of self-esteem. Goblin refers to 3 Yale psychologists who found through a series of tests on people that the best way to get ideas accepted is to calmly present the fact with no threats or attempts to force the argument. The fundamental mistake made in trying to convince other person of something, the research found, is to attack them, their ego. Tell a man that his ideas are stupid and he will defend them all the more. Use threats or scare tactics and he simply close his mind against your ideas, regardless of how good they may be. Let the other person save face. Giblin notes that often people would change their mind to your way of thinking except for one thing. They have already committed to their position and can't and won't back down. But the skillful persuader is always able to find a loophole through which the other person can crawl gracefully, rescuing them from their own argument. Studies of successful individuals reveal a common denominator: skill in using words. They are good at small talk and engaging people in conversation. Less successful people are afraid of saying something stupid, so are less inclined to pipe up. Giblin mentioned that English author John Ruskin, who said that he wrote well only when he was not trying to write well. The same applies to conversation. To be good, it must be relaxed, and to be relaxed, there must be a fair amount of idle banter. Even Shakespeare wasn't afraid to be trite. One further tip on conversation: because anything that threatens self-esteem is dangerous, you should never be sarcastic. Giblin points to research showing that people do not like to be made fun of, even by close friends, but will never mention it because it would make them sound like a bad sport. This makes them feel appreciated for their brain, not just their brawn, and they will motivated to demonstrate their intelligence. Winston Churchill, Giblin Report said, I have found that the best way to get another to acquire a virtue is to impute it to him. Let a person know you think they can do something and they will. At first glance, this book is a good example of the shallow personality technique manuals that we associated with the 1950s and 1960s. In fact, it is more like Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. To be a scholar of success, you have to be a student of human nature, and how to have a confidence and power in dealing with people is highly valuable as a guide to people as they are.